So way back in the 90s, there was this show called Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Based on, of course, the Archie comic series of the same name, it was more or less just like a sitcom about witches or whatever. But now, with Riverdale being such a huge TV hit for who knows what reason, I mean, come on, you guys watching season 3? Like, what the heck is that even about? Anyway, interest in the Archie comics / Riverdale universe or whatever is at an all-time high. So, naturally, bringing back Sabrina seems like a no-brainer. And about a week ago, Netflix released The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. And y'all know what that means. Let's take a walk. But before that, really quick, this video is brought to you by Yubo. Yubo is a new social networking app that lets you make new friends, watch live streams, chat, everything you could want. Finding friends is easy. They have a swipe left, swipe right system that totally doesn't look like any other app I may have made a video about in the past. So finding friends with similar interests or based on geographic location or whatever is really simple. Live streaming is a big part of the app as well. You can start live streams, chat with other people watching the same stream. You can stream with other people and join the conversation, whatever you want. And of course, Yubo is free. Just follow my link down below, download the app, and you can come say hi to me over here. I've been chatting with some people here and there, like this guy who thought it was a fake account. Surprise, it really was me the whole time. Now, one thing I think is pretty cool about Yubo is they have an entire section devoted to LGBTQ+. So if you're part of that community and you're looking to find and talk with other people like you, this app could be great for that. Anyway, like I said, it's easy to sign up, easy to use, and you can start finding friends in just a few seconds. So once again, click the link down below, download the app, and give it a try. Okay, back to the show. The show starts out with Sabrina giving us a little introductory monologue.
In the town of Greendale, where it always feels like Halloween, there lived a girl who is half witch, half mortal, who, on her 16th birthday, would have to choose between two worlds.
Ah yes, the choice that every young girl must eventually make. Do you go emo or do you go horse girl? So Sabrina's out with her friends watching some scary movies when she bumps into one of her teachers at the movie theater.
Miss Wardwell, we have a tradition of going to the movies and then to Dr. Cerberus's to dissect whatever we just saw. Do you want to join us?
What? What 16-year-old would ask this? I mean, can you imagine what this would even be like? You know, I think the zombies are really an allegory for the human struggle to find a place in an ever-changing world that will inevitably leave us all behind. What do you think, Miss Wardwell? He left me for an 18-year-old Starbucks barista. Like, who even does that? But anyway, she declines. Now, on the way home, Miss Wardwell runs into some girl just walking out of the woods by herself. Nothing weird about that, right?
Everyone knows about the witch hunt in Salem, but there was one right here in Greendale.
How do you know so much about witches?
So I teach at the local high school.
Is one of your students named Sabrina?
Do you know Sabrina?
No.
But I knew her father.
Well, that's an awkward moment to hit puberty now, isn't it? After this, Miss Wardwell gets stabbed in the neck, which thankfully is still slightly better than hanging out with Sabrina over there, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so the main story going through this whole series is that on her 16th birthday, Sabrina will have a dark baptism, meaning she'll have to leave all her human friends behind and go to not Hogwarts. But Sabrina, just like anyone, I guess, she likes her school, likes her friends, you know, she's half human, so she kind of feels torn about whether she should or should not actually go through with it. Before she can be baptized, however, she must first pick a familiar, which is basically a spirit that looks like an animal.
Sabrina, you need to pick a familiar before your dark baptism. The council sent the registry.
Vinegar Tom would happily welcome another dog.
About that, Aunt C, I've been practicing a summoning spell I found in the Demonomicon, and what if I put it out there that I'm looking for a familiar and see if anyone wants to volunteer?
Okay, wait a second. So you're telling me that some 16-year-old girl's gonna walk out into the woods alone and just see who wants to hang out? Let's see here. I found this spell in one of my aunt's old spell books, so let's give it a shot. BoJack Horseman, Rick and Morty, only swipe right if you're under 40. Wait a second. Hi, I'm Bob from accounting. You want some licorice? Anyway, so she goes into the forest and uses the witch version of Tinder to see what happens.
Spirits of the forest, I pronounce my intentions to thee. Come forth and seek me, and equal we will be.
Now this forest scene here is a good example of how, like, I guess the show was filmed with some kind of weird, like, anamorphic lens or something, because, like, everything just looks a little off, you know? It feels like everything's a dream or something. At first, I thought this was kind of cool. It's, like, artsy and different, but by the end of the episode, I was, like, almost seasick. Anyway, so after this, Sabrina's friend Susie gets assaulted by a few members of the football team, but she won't tell Sabrina any of their names. Now, Sabrina, of course, wants to help, but the principal of the school's not making things easy.
Susie doesn't feel safe here in your school. She is living in a constant state of fear.
If that is true, then you, as her friend, might suggest to Ms. Putnam that she find another school.
So this puts Sabrina in a tough spot. But I mean, come on, Sabrina, you got magic. Surely there must be something you can do here. Just then, Miss Wardwell 2.0 shows up to save the day.
Principal Hawthorne isn't an ally. If he were to take a sabbatical, say, I suspect you and your friends would come up with some way to help Susie.
The problem is Hawthorne doesn't take sabbaticals.
He's scared of spiders, you know.
Armed with this fascinating new discovery, Sabrina goes off to get help from her cousin, Ambrose. And together they cast a spell to, as Sabrina puts it,
I don't want to kill Principal Hawthorne. I just need to give him a good scare.
makes sense, right? I mean, the principal's scared of spiders, you know, just make like a spider drop onto his face, or maybe he opens a box of Lucky Charms and surprise, all the marshmallows are spiders now, or something funny like that, right? Oh dear. You know, I'm pretty sure the principal doesn't need to specifically be scared of spiders for this to work. Like, I'm not scared of spiders, but I'm scared of a million spiders, okay? Crawling in my mouth and all kinds of weird places. Like, literally anyone would react the same exact way in any context. Anyway, so after this is all over, Sabrina goes to her bedroom and hears someone inside.
Sabrina.
Who are you? Show yourself.
I heard you calling in the woods.
See, now, it's like I always say, okay? Never trust a profile picture. You know, like everyone has those dog and cat filters on their face, and everyone just miraculously loves hiking, which really just means I own a pair of Timberland boots. So you think you found a good one, you know, it's all on the up and up, and you invite them over to hang out, and then BAM! Spooky shadow monster. Happens every time. But then it just turns into a cute little cat, and now we all just forget about the Slender Man thing we just saw. Now, throughout the episode, Sabrina keeps going back and forth about whether she does or does not want to actually become a witch, especially now that she's worried about her friend Susie and the football players. She's got her other friends, she's got her boyfriend. Like, it's a tough spot. So Ambrose advises her to eat an apple from an old tree, which, I mean, like, obviously, what else are you gonna do, Sabrina? Come on. Now, Sabrina does this and has a really creepy vision. She goes home to talk to her aunts, and before she can say or do anything, this happens.
This is our niece, Sabrina.
Your aunts tell me you're having doubts about your baptism. That you may, in fact, not be signing your name in the Book of the Beast. Let us see what I can do to convince you.
Oh, what's gonna happen to Sabrina? Is she gonna become a witch, or is she gonna choose friendship and love? I guess we'll just have to watch the whole show to find out. You know, watching just this first episode, like, I feel like they kind of made the show about the wrong character. I get that it's aimed at a younger crowd. You know, they're trying to peel off some of that Riverdale audience or whatever. Like, I get it. But I just want a whole show about Ambrose, because almost every other character I've met so far is just kind of annoying. I mean, sure, it's just the first episode. Obviously, as the show goes on, things might change. Like, sure, okay. But, like, it kind of just feels like I'm watching Goosebumps, you know? I do have to say, though, just like with Riverdale, the costumes and set design and just kind of the overall like aesthetic or whatever, it's really well done. Like, this is a very pretty show. And to be fair, it's interesting enough that of course I'll keep watching, like, you know, but I guess we'll see. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. So, of course, we have a new Sabrina shirt in the store. Link is down below in the description. So, looks good to you, or you just want to support the channel, or both? You know, I don't know, whatever. It's there for you. You know, starting to watch the new Sabrina show, it's like, it's better than I thought it was gonna be. I wouldn't say it's like great or anything. I mean, it's miles better than what Riverdale is now, that's for sure. But I guess it's just not quite what I expected it to be, which is fine. Like, you know, I'm still gonna watch it, obviously, but it's like, starting to watch it, like, it kind of has the same thing that Insatiable had going on, where it's like, sometimes it's like really kind of like, not kiddie, but it's really like jokey humor, and then all of a sudden it's like super dark and mature, and you're just like, how do I balance these two things in my mind, you know? That's definitely not a bad show. You know, I'm just starting out on it. You know, I barely have time to watch anything except what I'm making a video on, you know, but I'm gonna watch it all the way through, and I'll do another video about the whole show when I wrap it up or whatever. You know, like I said, I think it's fine. It seems good. It's a little weird sometimes. I'm just like, what? Like, why is this thing? And like I said, even just the first episode, almost all the characters to me are kind of annoying, at least right now. Like, I don't know them that well because it's only been like one episode or whatever, but you know, Ambrose is just like really cool. Like, I want to know what's his deal, what's the whole story with that, like why, like just everything. I want a whole show just about Ambrose. And like, then, you know, the main character Sabrina, even just in the first episode, like, she's just so, I don't know, like, she's like obnoxiously righteous. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, I don't know, she's a 16-year-old girl with with magic powers, but like she's just so like, it's hard to explain, but she's just like so weird about it to me. I have to watch the whole show to really get my thoughts together, but it's just so far I don't really like any of the characters very much except Ambrose, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, ring that bell so you don't miss any videos from me, because you know, sometimes things happen. Follow my dog Charlie on Instagram, Charlie Meets Pumpkin. My wife posts there almost every single day, so you get a little extra Charlie in your life. Follow me on Twitter. Tweet me what was your favorite part of the video, or what's a suggestion you want me to like take a look at, or just say hi. You know, it's fine. Above all else, everybody have a great day, and I'll see you all next time.